What is up, guys? Skyler Finnell here. Thanks for tuning in on the channel. We are here back in beautiful San Diego, California at La Valle Coastal Club. We're doing a fun video today. You're gonna play with me and I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about me. For those of you that don't know me, you're like, who is this guy giving lessons? What's his deal? I'm gonna tell you kind of my story while you're playing a little golf with me. Later in this video, there's gonna be a giveaway, so keep watching, hang around for that. Let's tee off first. We're on hole 2 at Cedros. Let's pipe a drive. Yeah, we got a par 4 here. I've got driver. We're just gonna hit a little cut, hopefully put it in the fairway. Pretty short hole, so driver wedge, start things off. Nice little cut. Pretty straight, a little off the toe, but that'll work. So I wanted to kind of take this video to explain again a little bit more about myself, how I got here, my story into golf. Played high school golf, kind of got into it late, played a bunch of sports growing up, which again, for you juniors out there, I really recommend playing other sports growing up. I built a lot of my feels in the golf swing and controlling the face, playing tennis and baseball. So I highly recommend you juniors, people getting into golf that want to play at a high level, still playing those other sports as you're growing up, because I think that has a lot of value. So played high school golf, played pretty well, kind of a late bloomer, won an AJGA event when I was a junior up in Oregon. That was kind of my first big junior tournament win. Started to get some looks at some colleges. I had committed to the University of San Diego. I connected through Phil Mickelson, actually, who told me his brother, Tim, was the coach at USD, told me to check it out. So I went, made a visit, loved it, committed, and then the day after I committed to USD, he called me back, said he was going to Arizona State. So then I pivoted, was between Southern Methodist, SMU, and USD, ended up sticking with USD, which taught me a lot about the recruiting process, which I'll go into in some other videos for those of you juniors trying to look into colleges and the recruiting process. Can't put it all on the head coach. I think there's a lot of factors that go into the college recruiting process, the location, the school, the academics, the experience. And so I was at USD. I loved the school. San Diego is an amazing place. I didn't have quite the best experience with my head coach and my golf game, kind of struggled a little bit. So after I graduated in 2016, I needed to figure out my game. So I went back home and I was very kind of lost as far as like my swing. I was kind of self-taught growing up. So that was really my chance to figure out my golf game, dig it out of the dirt, figure it out. Spent the full summer working on my game. So spring of 2017 was my first PGA Tour Canada Q School, and I got through, I think the last number, I was T15, and they took top 15 in ties. So Canada, my first year in 2017, played that season, learned a lot about traveling, getting out there, being on your own, ended up going down playing Latin America in 2018 and 19, and then 2020, before COVID had hit, I had actually met Sean Walsh, who you'll see a little bit. I've shot with him a bunch of times, good stuff like that. He invited me when we had been traveling Latin America and Canada together. He lived in Texas, said, come on over there. So I lived with him for a few years during COVID, post-COVID, and we actually started a mini tour called the Pros for Pros Tour, the PFP, that followed around the Korn Ferry Tour Monday qualifiers for guys that are trying to chase it. I'm setting up to my shot now, but like my growth into high school golf, college golf, professional golf, really kind of just continued to form my understanding of my game, playing with good players, learning how to travel. And for those of you out there that are moving on to those next steps from junior golf to amateur golf, college golf, professional golf, I'm gonna try to keep giving you guys more insight and more tools and tips to make it easier for you at the next level to go play well, because it's a lot of learning process that you'll learn about, but if I can give you some tips and tricks to make it easier on you, that's ideal. So let's go with this shot. Let's go 55 for me. This is kind of my 110 on my kind of stock. So I think that's kind of perfect because I think it might rip back just a touch. We got a touch of wind in, so we got 55 right at it. Throw a dart on Q. I think it's good. Can't tell. Landed just passed and was spinning back, so we'll see. I think I like it. So I moved to Texas, 2020, living with Sean. Learned a lot about playing in different conditions, playing in the wind, playing off different grasses. For those of you out there that have only played in your general area off the same grass, I highly recommend, if you can, try to travel to some tournaments in some different regions, different conditions, because as you start to play at higher levels, collegiately, professionally, you're gonna have to travel and play off different types of grass. For me, learning how to play off dormant Bermuda, how to chip into the grain is super valuable because it just changes so much of how your technique performs, rather than in Monterey, I'm chipping off of bent or Poana, and it's much more easy to get through the turfs. The more just different environments you can get used to playing, the more that you'll easily adapt in those environments to where you're going. And that, for me, playing different countries, playing Canada, playing Latin America, we're in Central America, where it's a lot of Paspalum. Down in South America, there's Bermuda, Kikuyu. So again, as you travel, learn how to play off different grasses, learn how to play off different sand, different greens, just continues to build your expertise and your experience to perform on those different courses and environments. So let's go make this putt. So we hit a pretty good one there. That was kind of how we drew it up. Landed a little bit past. Always fix your pitch marks. Don't have a coin. Let's just clean this baby up. Nice. Let's go ahead and nice, you know, sometimes you miss putts. And that's what I do. That's it's kind of classic Skyler Finnell golf right there. Good tee shot, good wedge shot, and that's a par. Thanks for coming. So if I miss a short putt, you're gonna see it, and that does happen sometimes. Let's head to hole number 2. Hole number 2 here for us. This is the third hole on Cedros, par 3. Beautiful par 3, 148. Just coming off a nice par on the last. You know that happens. Sometimes you miss putts and you just move on to the next and go try to make birdie. So that's what we're gonna do. Got 9-iron, 148. I think it's playing into the wind, 155-ish. Stay a little right. Okay, I think it's good. Might be a smidge short, but that was a good swing. So they didn't have Q School in 2020, came back in 2021. I'd never gotten through Q School. My first year, actually, when I did Korn Ferry Q School in 2017, I missed its second stage by 1 shot, which I was super bummed about because getting to final stage means you earn conditional status at the minimum. So I was super bummed. In the following years after that, again, I literally stuffed it again. What are we doing? If I miss that, folks, if I miss that, I had not gotten my Korn Ferry Tour card. 2021, I got through first stage. Actually played with Tom Kim in the final group. We both ended up getting through. I finished second, he finished third, humble brag. And then second stage, I wasn't playing well the first 3 rounds, tore it up the final round, shot 8 under to finish, to finish in, I think it was top 15, top 18 at that time, to get past second stage, to get to final stage. Sean actually caddied for me at final stage. I played okay. I think I had like a snowman in there my third round, like bad hole that kind of cost me. So I think I finished T90, got 1 start out of it, played a bunch of Monday qualifiers. We were still doing PFP at that time, trying to move up. It's just, as you guys have probably heard, professional golf is really tough. There's just opportunities that you get that you need to make the most out of. You try to keep giving yourself chances to perform at the right time. And my Korn Ferry start in Colombia, I didn't putt that well. I ended up, I think, shooting even. I think the cut was 4 under, and if I'd made that cut, I would have reshuffled into some more events. So played more Monday qualifiers, and then I think at the end of that year, I needed to go back to some type of Q school, went back to Latin America Q school, went into a playoff, actually with Tony Hocula, got into the playoff, played that season, and then I think into 2020, that would have been 23, 24, I think I started to play more in the US. I was focusing more on maybe playing Monday qualifiers and trying to stay a little bit more local. Met my girlfriend, Maddie, shout out Maddie. Tried to stay a little bit more in the US, and then I ended up missing in 2025. Had my first really big win on the Asher Tour, won 25 grand. But professional golf is just, it's volatile. It's ebbs and flows. And I think that was just the really hard part for me as I started to get older, trying to build a little bit more stability with my girlfriend, with my life, 30, getting in my 30s, that I just felt like I wasn't in a place to really chase it and give it all that I had at kind of this stage in my life. So at the end of last year, I missed a Q school, played okay. I think I shot even or maybe under par 2 under or something for the 4 rounds at Bear Creek. Didn't get through. And so that kind of transitioned into figuring out, am I getting into coaching? You know, what am I doing with my life? And this opportunity popped up at Levaille, coach, and it's been a blessing. It's been an amazing opportunity, amazing facility. So if you guys are in San Diego, want to get better at golf, come check me out. Let's go make that putt. Okay, I think we have another 3-footer. Pretty standard stuff. If I miss this is just, we're not going to talk like that actually. We're going to be positive. We're just going to clean up this putt. Nice and easy. Going to take our sweet time inside left. Good stroke. Woo! We made that one. 1 under through 2. Should be 2 under through 2. I can tell you, it's not the ball striking's fault. You know, you got to make those putts all the time out there in order to make the big bucks. And sometimes I miss some of those short ones. So maybe that's why we're doing YouTube. Who knows? How did I end up with my own channel? How did I end up here? It all started actually in Texas. Sean and I would play with Luke Kwan, a guy out of Texas. You guys probably know him in the YouTube world. And he is very good player, was playing mini tours, had finished top 5 in China, had his Korn Ferry Tour card. And I remember asking Luke if he was signing up for Q School in the fall. And he said, no, I think I'm actually going to join this group called Good Good. And at the time I was like, what an idiot. Like, he's a great player. I was like, dude, you're throwing away like a professional golf career. And obviously that's turned out great for him. Had a great career with Good Good. We shot with him when I was shooting side action, which segue into my YouTube career. Me and my friends, Alex Chiarella and Michael Fiegels, a couple Korn Ferry Tour guys, we started our own channel, Side Action, which we would have the 3 of us playing with a pro. We shot with Jake Knapp, we shot with Lexi Thompson, Curtis Thompson, Chan Kim, and then we went into kind of the creator space, shot with Luke Kwan, shot with Sean. So it was a super fun experience for us to see the YouTube golf world and how fun it is. And then now Sean seeing his career blow up now with Good Good and his personal channel, which I've been able to shoot with him a fair amount on and had a lot of fun with. So I want to do a lot of informational, educational stuff for you too, not just playing. I know that playing is fun and I'm going to have a lot of that in here as well, but I want to share all the secrets that I've learned, the guys that I play with, bring in their insight of playing on tour, getting through Q School, how they perform well at a tournament, things that they do well on the course, off the course, secrets that you guys want to learn that I think that the more that I talk to people, just hearing the feedback on what you guys want for content-wise, that's what I want to give you guys on this channel. So I'm super excited about it, still early on, continuing to grow. If there's anything that you guys want to see, pop in the comments. Hole 3, Cedros, par 4, into the wind. We're 1 under through 2. It's going to be our last hole. See if we can birdie it. Yeah. Set it out to the right. Yeah. We're in the rough. Tried to draw that a little bit. Got a little ahead of it, but we're in the rough. Let's go find it. If you guys have hung around this long for the video, thank you. I did want to mention that giveaway again. I am going to be giving away a box of Pro V1 golf balls. You must be following Skyler Finnell Golf on YouTube and Instagram. Subscribe, follow, and then comment your reaction to my first putt. Best comment wins, we'll go with. I'm looking for some entertainment here. So best comment on that wins. Box of Pro V1s, best ball in golf. 132 to the flag, dead into the fan. So this is a good teaching moment. I am definitely going to play more club because if I play less and try to jump on something, it's either just gonna balloon at me or it's gonna come out hot and nuke. So 133, I'm thinking either like a chippy, I'm honestly thinking like a chippy 9-iron. I think pitching wedge could spin a little bit too much on me. So I think this is playing close to, honestly, 150 based on a little bit of the uphill, gonna spin into the wind. So I'm just going like a 3/4, 9-iron, like a 145, 150 shot. Stay right, sit a little. Came out a little bit hotter. I think just took a little bit of that spin off. So we're on the green. Maybe make the putt. Who knows? Maybe we were too close. Maybe that's the problem. Just needed it farther away. All right, so we made it to the green, have our putt for birdie, but just wanted to touch on my future. What are my plans? So I am coaching nearly full-time here at the Trott Shop, but I still want to play a little bit. Trotty's awesome about the flexibility for me to want to continue shooting, playing, filming. So I'm still going to be shooting some stuff with Sean, Brad, any of those creator guys that I've become friends with. And then also just my professional side, I still want to play professional events. I still want to do US Open locals and state opens and, you know, some bigger mini tour events here and there. And as I continue to pursue the PGM program through the PGA of America, I think I'm going to start playing some of those section events, maybe follow the Michael Block route, try to get into the PGA section championship stuff, play the PGA championship eventually. That would be an amazing goal to play in a major. Obviously, that would be unreal. So I still want to stay competitive. I still want to be competitive and strong with my game because I think that helps relate as a teacher. I think if you're removed from it, I think you just kind of lose that feel and touch and just insight of what it takes and what goes into the shot process and the tournament process and all those things. So as a coach, I still want to have that expertise and feel for the game. So still want to stay competitive and who knows, maybe play some good golf and get into the PGA championship and make some noise. That'd be fun. So in the meantime, a lot of teaching, some YouTube golf. I'm just having fun with it. Like, subscribe, comment, share, notification bell, anything else, whatever you guys can do to help grow the channel, just builds content and feedback for me. I really appreciate it. Let's go make this putt. I did say last time those putts were a little uncomfortably close, so maybe this is a better range from 30 feet. Okay, don't. Q, I thought I had it. Here we are. With a nice little 2.5, 3 footer. We want to finish under par. We don't want to finish it even. Okay, that's a 4. 1 under through 3. Thanks for hanging around for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, later.